answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Hello, hello, hello! I am Kazasagi Usagi, and I am here with more Darky Dungy. We had a bit of a tragedy, and that's okay. I am just making sure everyone is up to snuff before I go and level them. And we're only going to do a little bit of that. Ugh. Let's make sure everyone has what I want them to have. I want you to have that. Hmm. Good, good. Just take me a second to get everybody's stuff all situated. Have I? Oh, yeah. It is very discouraging to get burned. I mean, that's what happened to, that's what happened on my first run. Crimson Curse came and destroyed everything we could ever want and love. Hello, hello, hello. Hats off to me. To moi? To me? What did I do? It sure is. So, Rest in pieces. Yeah, so the new patch in Final Fantasy XIV dropped today. I have not played any of the stories, so there won't be any spoilers, obviously. I would never do that here anyway. But, Shadowbringers had the Nier Automata raids. And the last one dropped today, so, my friends and I did that at, 6 in the morning, which turned into 7 in the morning, which turned into 8 in the morning. And I went to bed at about 9-ish, and now I'm here, streaming responsibly. Oh. Day 1 raids are so good. Thank you for your bean tax. There's nothing quite like doing raids day 1. Because nobody knows the mechanics. And raid mechanics are usually quite difficult. God, my favorite raid experience was... It was the Orban Monastery, which was the raid series for, Stormflood. And I have yet to experience anything as hard as, or anything like the Orban Monastery experience. Even as hard as Yoko Taro tried. But, there is a boss in Orban Monastery named Sid. Sid the Thunder God. And Sid has a mechanic where there are all these pads around the arena, so each alliance of the 3 alliances, 6 people need to stand on pads, but it's 2 pads each for an alliance, and 3 people need to stand on them. If there's one thing I've learned in Final Fantasy XIV, is that Final Fantasy players cannot count and will not count, and that will never change. Nobody. They just, and to this day, still cannot get 6 people onto those pads. They just won't do it. And so it was just like, back in the day, it would kill you. If you couldn't get on those pads, you were dead. Now it just does a lot of damage, but gear outclasses all damage eventually. But God, it'd be like, why can't you get on your pads? It's 3 people per pad. It is 2 people don't even have to be on a pad, but you've got to get on a pad. And you could have more than 3 people on a pad. It's just, you'd have like 5, but then that was like, you would short some on another pad, and it was just like, people cannot count. The lighthouse has legitimate math in it. Construct 8 comes and he's like, hey, do you know how to do math? And I firmly and confidently say, no. But I have to do it anyway. Yeah, so there's a mechanic where he'll drop your health to a certain number, and then he will create these pads on the ground, and there's a 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. And then he will tell you a number. And with the number that he has told you and the pads on the ground, you have to create a number that is divisible by the number that he set. And then, on top of this, if you don't get the 4 math problems right, you got a little red check mark next to your name. That shows everybody that you can't do math.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
It's really nothing more than prime numbers, but you would be surprised. It's honest to God basic math, but in the heat of the moment, you're like, what the fuck? But why? My favorite story about raids in Final Fantasy XIV is that there is a boss eventually that will swing, will cleave the arena either to the right or the left. And a lot of times the way you determine such a thing... Can I only do this? Well, a lot of times, the way you determine such things is if it's not a clue by the way the boss is swinging, then it will be in their name. And so this boss had larboard and starboard as attacks. Let me tell you that I don't know what a larboard and a starboard is. And I certainly did it when I was doing certainly did it during when I was doing that raid. It gets more complicated than that, because if the boss is swinging larboard, that's left, but you are behind him, so it's actually wait. If it's because you're pacing behind him, and then he'll turn, and then he'll swing, and then he'll turn around, and it's opposite what you know. Larboard is a thing. Anyway, now that I'm here in this moment, I can no longer explain it, but so either way, starboard is right and larboard is left. And but yeah, that's my story though. When this raid came out, people were very, very mad, and the director, our good friend Yoshi P, called in our other good friend Koji Fox, who does the translation and was the master of deciding that it should be starboard, larboard, and he went, "Why did you do this? Why have you done this to my video game?" And Koji Fox, believing he was about to get fired in that moment, was like, "Well, you see, larboard, I thought it would be easier, because larboard starts with an L, just like left does. And I really just thought the players would get that." And Yoshi P was like, I see. And Koji Fox got to keep his job. But I shall always have myself a good chortle about that story. It was kind of one of those, you know how the player base is. They don't like to read, and they don't like to learn. Oh, it's so funny. But I think that's how it is. So the boss is facing that way, and he's doing, and you are facing the boss's back. So if he's doing larboard, then you want to be on the right because he's swinging left. But then he'll flip around after that swipe and do it again. And if it's larboard again, you want to go to the other side because it will actually be left. Because it flips. It's very hard. I can't even do it in my mind's eye in this moment. I will do it when we get to it, and I will die, and you all can laugh at me. That's some days away, but it is coming. Actually, well, you will continue to take money. That's true.
A devastating blow. Destroyed.
Sometimes I have never actually like led a raid. I do call outs for extreme fights. Sometimes. So, but being a raid leader is like genuinely hard. God, there's a very good video of me out there, trying to lead the harder version of the final boss of Shadowbringers, and I'm trying to do the callouts.
Decimated.
And just before we pull, and Yak has come in here several times, and Yak had just previously. I feel bad telling this story. Yak had just previously wiped the raid, as you do. There is something called an LB3, and when a healer uses it, it resurrects all fallen party members where they fell. I do believe that in that moment, Yak went, "Don't worry, guys. I'm going to save the raid," and then proceeded to somehow biff the LB3. And using it, but not actually resurrecting anybody. It was very funny. But didn't save the raid. Despite certainly meaning to. And so we were all laughing about that because it was very funny. And as we're about to pull for this fight, someone goes, "Last time since Yak wiped the raid, or day since Yak last wiped the raid, 0." And everybody starts losing their minds. And I'm trying so very, very hard to do call-outs, but everybody is like going buck wild. And I'm like, "Please stop bullying Yak." And the response is a huge no. They will not stop bullying Yak. And my voice is like pitching higher and higher because I am getting overwhelmed by what is happening. And I was like, I had just sort of met Yak, so I like I couldn't get behind this bullying. I did not know them well enough. And I was like, "Please stop bullying Yak." And so they're not going to stop bullying Yak. That is not what's going to happen. And as this is happening, I'm doing my callouts and trying to talk over them. And there was something I was like, "Okay, everyone, it's time for arcane circles," and it's pitched so high, and then everyone loses their mind in the way I said arcane circles, that they all, like, again, they just start losing their minds, and I'm losing my mind, and I start laughing, but it's like a really stressed out laugh, so it's really just squeaking high pitched into the microphone as I'm all still trying to tell everyone what's happening in this fight. And I think we all died. I do not think we made it through.
This expedition at least promises
This is actually true, though. My voice pitch is very high. Raid leading is fun. It is not very rewarding. And it is very stressful. It's sort of a raid leading is definitely a thankless job, but a necessary one. So I would never call what I did raid leading. It was just shot caller, I suppose, at the time.
The blood pumps, the limbs obey. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
I have one of these. Oh.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born. Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
One of the biggest problems is people are rather, they don't mean to be, and this is not the experience with people that I have raided with so much, but it is very thankless, and one of the most important things about raid leading, especially if you're on like a full-time static and stuff, is just telling people that they have to do better. That's one of the hardest things. Because there is a damage output that needs to be met, and everyone sort of needs to be on task with that. That can be taken very poorly. So that's why I'm glad I've never led a static. Oh, yeah, WoW is crazy difficult. No, you're right. It's not hard to tell people that, hey, you need to put a little effort in, but usually the response is not overly good. People take it very personally when there is no need to.
A death by inches.
Which is something I've never kind of understood, taking it so personally. We've all been in a place where, like, oh, that's so good.
The light, the promise of safety. Wealth beyond measure, awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Oh. Oh, sweet. Let's get out of here.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Mm-hmm. No, 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 no.
I see something long absent in
So
the sunken faces of
there are
a
EX
glimmer of
fights,
hope.
which is so the bosses like so you've seen me in Final Fantasy fight like Ifrit and Titan and Garuda. No, 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 it's not that either. So there's EX fights, which is like there's a boss in Final Fantasy 14, and then there is usually, but not always, a stronger version of that boss that you can do for mounts and pretty weapons and all that good shit. Those are usually what I lead. And that's what my story was. Those were they're much harder fights, uh, but they are not the hardest difficulty in the game. What I go off to do is some of the hardest content in the game, and then I do not lead it because I am too dumb and it's it's the class I was playing when I was raiding. I actually quit the raid team, so I am not raiding at present. Um, the class I was playing was too difficult for me to do. Hello, Kafka. It was too difficult for me to do the class that I was trying to do and do callouts. Um, I also just didn't have time to prep for as a raid leader and like do what I'm doing now. Um, so that was my co-healer, and that is some of the more difficult content in the game. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So sometimes it takes me a very long time to sort of like
I knew all these
grasp some of
grounds
the
once.
fights for whatever
How
reason.
else
I need
was
to go at
built
it
my
again and again and
ambition?
again and again and again and again and again. And a raid leader needs to
Nature herself
sort of catch on a bit more
sweating
quickly,
cauldron.
um, so that they
Malformed
can
with
get the
misty
others
light.
through it. Um, with the EX fights, those are fights that you do over and over and over and over and over again because you were grinding out mounts and whatnot. Um, in theory, you don't have to do the big savage raids as frequently. So I can lead those fights. Not always though, but mhm. No, please. No, I have no desire to lead savage raids. That's difficult. I need to be way more on top of people and expect more out of them, and it's too much. It is too much for me.
A momentary abatement.
I enjoy raiding a lot. I would not enjoy leading. But if that is something that you would like to do, by all means, um,
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
then say it. Why? And that is your role.
Obliterated. Eradicated. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter. Their cursed champion falls. As victories mount, so too will resistance. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
Yeah, I have the same problem. I definitely can't grind out things like I used to. I just don't have that time for or patience anymore.
Inspiration.
Or time either, I guess.
Another abomination cleansed from our lands. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud. Destroyed.
That's so good.
A devastating blow.
Oh.
Monstrous size has no
It was super pretty.
unless inordinate sanguination.
I was so impressed. Oh. It was absolutely gorgeous.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
It's taking inspiration from. We gotta solve that.
This is how a life is taken. The ground quakes. Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Uh-oh.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Everyone sleeping on Ponyo? Oh, I hear a lot about Princess Mononoke too. Or perhaps I just had one friend that was super obsessed with Princess Mononoke. Maybe that's more of the case for me.
A faint hope blossoms.
No, it's okay.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
No, I just had one friend that was super into Princess Mononoke. And I wanted something else in my life. Oh no. And it's honestly okay. Those are, Hello, Lauren. I love Alice in Wonderland. Yeah, that's definitely what it was. It was all Princess Mononoke all the time. And I was like, I would prefer to maybe watch some Naruto today. If we could do that, perhaps.
Decimated.
Oh my gosh. I hit the wrong thing. That's fine. I really showed that corpse what for. If I scramble the letters of your username, will I get your true name? Take out the X.
A fortune waiting to be spent. Carelessness will find no clemency in this place. A moment of respite. A chance to steel oneself against the coming horrors. In Radiance, may we find victory.
And keeps you humble.
A death by inches. Well struck.
And it does a little bit. Just a little bit. I imagine you said that like Mermaid Man does. Evil.
The bigger the beast, the greater the glory. This expedition at least promises success.
Huh.
Be gone, fiend. Precision and power. Another one falls. to the task's end. Festering fear consumes the mind. Masterfully executed. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Wow. You admit to such things on stream? I'm gonna send the bean authorities after you.
Impressive.
Goodbye, goodbye forever. No, no, no. That would be impossible. Imping? Imping for Simnus? You know we can't talk about imping on stream. Imping.
Unforeseen, unforgiving.
I would never time anyone out for imping. This is an imp-free, it's an imp-safe zone.
Laden with loot are often low on supplies.
Imping ain't easy.
Executed with impunity.
Oh.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I keep forgetting to turn everybody around. Turn the people around. Do. You're killing me, Smalls.
A singular strike. Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Ringing ears, blurred vision. The end approaches.
He's the danger man. God, what was that line in Breaking Bad? I am the danger. Stupid.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Okay. I need to grab a drink very, very quickly. I'll be right back. It will take me 2 seconds.
You answered the letter. Now, like me, you are a part of this place.
Thank you for the sippy. I will be sippying. Alright, that fantastical bird is back. I think I will get everybody sorted out. You need to take care of your issue with imposter syndrome immediately. Oh, new Houndmaster.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
There we go. Well, just a couple more things to go. I think we need more statues than anything. I can get the performance hall for the jester. Yes. Oh, how exciting. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'll take that sippy. Okay, let's go kill Shrieker while we wait for everybody to unwind. I need people that will hit that bird so hard. I think you guys can. We just can't go in the dungeon, but you're not useless to me. I need you, and I need you. You're not gonna be able to hit him in the third slot. You are, though. We need to sort by class restriction. Do, 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 do. Oh, a wing. I don't think he does blight. I do think he does bleed, though, if I remember correctly. I don't need this either. Well, I'll take 2 of these just in case. I think it's just bird. Me too. Shoot, I don't have the right abilities on you. Well, that sucks. Oh boy. These misses are pretty brutal, guys. My dudes. I would say it's rough stuff. I'm gonna do 79 damage. Oh my, 76 damage in very little time. You've got to hit this bird, and you've got to hit him good. Nine damage. Lord, I'm trying. Fuck. That might be it. If the dog misses, that's definitely it. Oh. He had 2 health left! There were so many misses, it was unbelievable. I still got the wing though. Did not get my trinkets back though.
I see something long absent in
Okay.
the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Okay. You bring back... No. Level. Need you back here. Need you back. Yeah, you only have 4 turns to kill the bird. And the bird gets to attack 3 times per turn, which is outrageous. So that bird had 2 health left, and then it flew away, which is is what it is. I have a lot of Plague Doctor stuff, and it all just kind of sucks. I'm gonna bring that because it's not a long dungeon. Oh no, wait. This is good. The flowers are good. Diablo 3? No. I did not play a lot of Diablo 3. I didn't play any Diablo 3. I did buy Diablo 3. Okay. So, it's a story about me. I used to work in a GameStop, as I have unfortunately mentioned several times. And right next to my GameStop was a hobby shop that did like that had like Warhammer like figurines and stuff. I don't know what that kind of game is called, but like you have models and sometimes you put them together, and then you paint them and stuff. And I was like, I thought that was super neat. And there was a guy that worked there that I had a super big crush on, and sometimes we would buy lunch together, at the Subway that was next door to both of our places. And he was like, "Do you guys have Warhammer or not Warhammer, Diablo, whatever?" And I was like, "No, but I can find it for you." And I did find it, and I drove all the way to the city and I found it for him at a different GameStop that they had put on hold for me. And I got it for him because it wasn't very expensive. And nothing ever came of that. I did. I actually met his girlfriend at a Halloween party we went to together. And I was like, that's a lady that exists. No, that is the story of my life. Where you simp and then it's like, and I didn't do it because I wanted anything regardless. It was just something nice to do, and I had the means and the ability to go find and track down this game that he wanted. And so, I wasn't expecting anything out of this poor man.
A death by inches. The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I think it was more of a case because I am an awkward introvert at the best of times that I might have been reading too much into the situation. Oh, I do like me some fictional men.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home. A fortune waiting to be spent.
We out here, Zath, it's true. Are you?
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Being single is exceptionally good. I've kind of gotten to this place where I am like, I sort of like how I live my life, and I enjoy how I spend my time. And adding another person to that who would change how I live in my space and take up my time, is not ideal. Having to give up my time is not something I'm into right now.
Paid for in blood.
Yeah, it's too exhausting. On a relationship in this economy, impossible.
A powerful blow. Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Get cooties. It's true. Cooties.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
I feel like this whole pandemic has aged me a decade anyway. Now I'm just tired. Just like, I'm good. I personally would like to stop living through historic events. As a historian myself, I've had enough. It's... I also started streaming. So. And it has been a good time. So if nothing else comes out of all this wildness, there is at least that. Dun 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 dun. Oh, that is a big accomplishment. And congratulations.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light? Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
It's not an area that I can speak of with like any with anything. But I I understand it's a difficult thing to do, and so I am genuinely like super proud of you, because I can't imagine how hard it is. So you take care of you, and I hope you find so much happiness. That's a huge deal. Yeah, of course. Lots of love for strings. Yeah. Here, I'll even. You're all good, Seth.
Well struck.
Goodbye. Goodbye forever.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength
Big
to
wiggly
follow.
boy. I do love wiggles. They're very good.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Oh, there we go. She got it.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Woohoo! Don't think this is gonna get everyone to 6. I think this was too
Their
easy.
confidence is shaken.
A man can dream. A man can dream. Yeah, I did a short one because I didn't want to do a long one. But I think I will have to either do another short one or... Oh, well, we got this... Okay, so we will have to do probably a medium one. But at least I can set the jester down for a second.
We dug for months, years, an eternity. And we were rewarded with madness.
It do be like that. Get rid of that. And I'm sure you have problems. Obsessed with killing. I don't know. I know that needs to go. Where's my healer that will be coming with us? Yeah. Why are you still stressed out? Why is that a thing? Okay. Let's do a medium one. And then we'll have to do one where everyone sort of gets their shit sorted out. What do we have? Yeah. I will need one of you. Okay, good, good, good. There we go. Loot strings. There you are. I hope you are ready to go into the darky dungy loot strings. Long or long? Okay, fine. You, so long as you don't die, yes. Chicago? What about Chicago? Ah. I actually shall do that. I don't know any off the top of my head. Because I don't live in Chicago. And, I'm definitely nowhere near it now. But, I'll make sure those places are still open and whatnot. And tell you where they are.
To prosecute our war against the swine, we must first scout their squalid homes.
There is really nothing to judge. It's perfect. But I understand where you're coming from. Oh, Strings is right. Enjoy your paper thin cardboard pizza. I would understand if people didn't like Chicago pizza though, because it is insanely heavy. And you can't, like, when you think of pizza, like, it's something that you can hold, you need like a knife and a fork for the Chicago deep dish pizza. That being said, it is fantastic. Yeah, it's heavy. It's heavy pizza. I would be shocked if you could eat an entire deep dish by yourself. That being said, I would love to see you try. So I never blame anyone who doesn't actually like Chicago pizza because it's different. It's definitely different, and oh gosh, we used to, when we have the big anime convention in Chicago, we order the deep dish Chicago pizza, and oh, I have a slice and then I have to lay down because it's over. It's just absolutely over. It's so good though.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
You have to, once you have some deep dish, you have to go into that sweet good night of food coma. The sweet embrace.
A fortune waiting to be spent.
I know. I have one of those steaks in my fridge that I will make after all streaming, and I'm so excited. I'm just like, or maybe I can get Q to. Oh, I hope Q brings me home coffee. So I can survive. I'm so sleepy.
Maintain the offensive. This expedition at least promises success.
I do. I was going to cut stream a little early so I could take a power nap between streams, but it's taking us a bit to get into the Darky Dungy, and I definitely want to do that today. So. No, I really need to do this or we won't get it done. Especially if we fail again. That would be so sad.
Eradicated.
But we'll see. This should level up the boys that I need to get leveled up. And I need to do a week so that I can remove any maladies and other bullshit. And then we will go and do a Darky Dungeon. Why have you been up for 30 hours? Go to sleep. God, when I'm up that long, I can feel my brain start to fray. I know the end is coming.
Prodigious size alone does not dissuade the sharpened.
The only time I've stayed up super late like that was the cosplay crunch.
And driven into the mud.
I'll toss these out.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
There was there was one year, and I can't quite remember what our problem was, but I think we were trying to do too many cosplays, and then
Wealth beyond measure.
no, that wasn't the year. I don't remember, but I was trying to make rose quartz from Steven Universe, and I was very determined to make her big spiral curls like super accurate, because I'd seen people use curly wigs, but I wanted the actual big like spirals that she has in her hair, and I knew how to do it, and I had been prepping the wig and the wefts for quite a while, and it came down to it, and I could not get the wefts to do what I needed it to do. And Q and I are in like our living room, and we have got wire, and we have got like glue, and we are trying to make these wefts happen. And there's these most horrifying movie on TV at the time, And we are kind of just like sitting there. We have been up for 30 some hours. The con is in 7, I think it is. And this horrifying TV show or this movie about kids just hunting each other down. And there's like this group of kids hunting down this married couple, and it's so scary, and we're staring and watching like slack-jawed and tired out of our minds. And it's just so scary. And the wig never turned out. We could not make it happen. We still talk about that movie because it like scarred us for life, and I don't actually know if it was that scary. Oh my god. But we were like the next day we're like, do you remember that movie we saw on TV? Was it fucked up or what?
The bigger the beast,
Oh,
the
man.
greater the
I don't remember what the name of the movie was. I cannot say I recommend it.
press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
Oh, sad. Oh, I'm sorry, Zach.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
Let's do a little log sit.
Huddled together, furtive and vulnerable. Rats in a maze. The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
No. You gotta take better care of yourself.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Obliterated.
Oh, get some rest, Zaf.
Annihilated. These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Impin' ain't easy. Goodbye. Thank you for stopping by, Sprightly. I feel like hot garbage. How about you, Yak? Hell yeah. It was good though. It was a good raid. Well, why don't you rub it in my little snout? I will take a sippy. Thank you. Thank you, and thank you for putting beans back in the bean economy. Alright. No, I can't go on the nap party. Don't go where I can't follow. No! No rest for the streamers. I can't stream that late at night, because then I wouldn't get to spend any time with my good friends.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Get out of here, log. Shit. Get out of here, gold. Thank you for the bits. Thank you, thank you. Cheers. Why do you think Yak's here? I can't believe you were taking my good friend Yak. You promised my good friend Yak some nap times, and now you have abandoned.
A decisive pummeling.
Abandoned Yak.
A momentary abatement.
I can't believe you go around telling lies on the internet. Who would do such a thing?
Weaken.
You guys need to get through this dungeon faster. I'm dying, Squirtle.
Be wary.
I can't take any of
Pride
this stuff with
precipitates
me.
a dizzy fall.
Alright. Oh, the collector. Oh, the collector says I have too much trash in my bags. That's fair. The collector has a chance, and it's an increasing chance, that he will come if your bags are full, over 50%. And every slot over 50% has an increased chance of him appearing. How he has only just arrived now is a mystery. I would ask him where the fuck he's been. He showed up in the very first dungeon I think we did of this particular run, which I thought was bullshit. That he's only just appeared now is hilarious. Oh, the helmet of Venus. I love that man.
A predator is often blind to its own peril.
Ooh. Hold on now.
As victories mount,
Get out of here.
so too will resistance.
You're okay. You wanted to touch them bones? Yes, let's leave.
The swine folk's labyrinth may yet prove to be navigable.
Oh, I got an achievement called the Caretaker, and I don't know what it means. What does it mean? Complete all Caretaker goals. Oh. Oh. Oh, my bounty hunter's level 6. That means that I've gotten every hero that there is up to championship rank. Woo.
Their customs are curious, and their generosity is notoriously short-lived.
Hell yes. Okay, important things to get done. You need to, holy shit, you have a lot of problems. I hope they take care of all of them. There we go.
Curious methodologies and apparatus can calm even the most tormented soul.
Okay. So who's coming with on this trip? You are. That probably won't happen, but I need you to get rid of that more than anything. And you're probably coming. You're not going into the Warrens or the Wild. Okay, you can take care of that. Okay, so while all of them get their shit together, I'm gonna do a quick, oh, my barracks is full. Well, I want to do a quick short run with probably you guys. It will be quick. I do need to level you up. Oh no, I have a... No, she's not useful anymore. Okay. Excellent. Short, sweet, to the point. Everybody's trinkets. There you go. There you go. There you go. Shit. Well, that's incredibly unfortunate. This should be short, so it should be fine.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted as my own ambitions.
I didn't bring anything by accident.
Be gone, fiend. Back to the pit.
Yeah, I made a choice. And I think it'll be fine. I only need to explore 90% of the rooms. If we have to run away, that's not even a big deal. I need you to deal with that. It even gave me the warning. It was like, hey, you're about to do something stupid, and I just kept on clicking. I was like, yep. I really have no one to blame but myself.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
My name is Casa, and I never learned how to read.
Executed with
I
impunity.
do. If I am to appreciate the new Final Fantasy main story questline, I must need sleep.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter.
I am so sleepy. Every day. So sleepy. Man, if this game could give me a torch, I think that would be just so good.
Secrets and wonders can be found in the most tenebrous corners of this place. Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, I like that. I like that thing you said. Really? That seems unnecessary.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive. The bigger the beast, the greater the glory. Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall. Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
Now you're motivated.
Without tools of iron, you must rely on flesh and indefatigable purpose.
I would have needed 3 shovels in this short little dungeon, which I would not have brought because it's a short dungeon. Hell yes! I am suffering no consequences for my actions!
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption. Another abomination cleansed from our lands.
Will you, Zath? Or are you just lying to everybody in my stream?
A powerful blow.
I would believe, because of how little sleep I have gotten, that I will sleep before 5 a.m.
As the fiend falls,
Yeah, that is actually true. If you don't have any treasure that, or if your torch is really low,
creatures can
then you get more treasure. But the risks are much, much, much higher. We are done here now.
Paths and roads bring soldiers and supplies. Let them arrive unharried.
Good job. Okay. Let me see where I'm at with my people. Because we might have to do another short run.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
He was cured of gray. Oh, he was cured of everything. They were all cured of everything. Excellent. So proud. So brave. Okay, Darky Dungy time. Get out of here. So, according to my notes from expert sources, I need the Vestal, which is you. Oh my god, we're going to the Darky Dungeon. We need the Vestal. We need a Jester. We need the Houndmaster. And we need the Man-at-Arms. God, that speedrunning it is not how we want to proceed. Let me get all this back. Okay. We do not want you doing 50 less damage. No, we want to sort. So you need a torch, which you have now gotten. And I think I want to give you this. 60% damage at death's door. No, I actually want to give you the little hat. There you go. Mr. Houndmaster. You also need a torch. And I will give you the Scouty and Trap Charm. And you need a torch. Plus 12 death blow resist, plus 10 virtue percent chance, minus 20 if torch is bullet. Minus 25 if stress is... No. I'm gonna give you this instead. And you need a torch. And I wish your health was higher. Like, super high. Okay. This party is not ideal. And I wish it was better. Actually, oh, I know why it's looking kind of grim. We need to upgrade everybody. There we go. Now you should have more health, right? Yeah, 44 health. Much better. Okay. And abilities. Do that. And we should just do it all. It's not like I don't have any money. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Do you have your repertoire? Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna keep that. You are good. And you are good. Okay. Here we go. Darky Dungy. do not believe we need any shovels. We do need these. Yeah, I'll just bring them all. The last of your beans! Where'd they all go?
Nevertheless, those who would submit to its word, this will, are rewarded in a fashion.
And I will be taking that sippy.
The creature's blessings are as repulsive as they are robust. Twisted,
you gambled away all your beans?
Stalk the flesh-ridden
Oh
horse,
no!
protecting their gestating god.
We need to do more gambles.
Madness made flesh. It crawls steadily upward from the pit, supported by the lattice of cyclopean pillars.
You gotta do more games that have gambles.
Annihilated. Momentary abatement.
God, I will not be playing League of Legends. Flat out. If I was to play League of Legends, I would not do like the Rift itself. I really enjoy the, I don't remember what it's called, but it's full of poros, and you get a random hero, and it's a straight line. I always found that to be more fun than like the actual Rift.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, that's what it's called, ARAMs. Yeah, people were really mad when back when I was playing it too. And I remember that I got Fiddlesticks, but I didn't know how to play Fiddlesticks, and I told everybody that I didn't know how to play Fiddlesticks. And there's a certain way that you have to play Fiddlesticks. Like, you hide out in the bush, you flash in, and then you ult. But I wasn't, like, good at that, and I could barely do it on Annie, and I definitely couldn't do it on Fiddlesticks. So I was just... And so I messed up, and not only did I mess up, but I think I flashed into a wall. And everyone's like yelling at me, and I was like, I don't know what you fucking want from me. I have already made it quite clear that I did not know how to play this champion.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
You quite simply cannot play everything. You can't know how to play everything. Exactly.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Okay. Here we go.
Quakes.
Oh, I didn't check to see if it...
This expedition at least promises success.
So I have a plan for how to take on this dungeon this time. And it's to backtrack because there's a boss down here. Yeah. Right here. There he is. There's a boss up there, and then there's gonna be a boss in the other direction. And it makes more sense to backtrack than trying to explore everything. That's how I'm gonna handle it this time. Adapt. Because it's not like there's any loot in this dungeon. You have got to get in and out as quickly as possible.
Masterfully executed.
Yeah, boys? Well, it's a good plan if people stop missing. No. Ugh. Oh god, please.
And now the true test. Hold fast or expire.
Oh my god!
Impressive. A singular strike.
Please let my healer go. Holy shit, dudes.
Perched at the very precipice of oblivion.
No, it's actually going super badly.
Ebbs, terrible vistas of emptiness reveal themselves.
Everyone can die pretty much right now. I know. That's a good question. Let her go, let her go, let her go. Please let her go. Thank you. Big Heelys.
Teetering on the brink, facing the abyss. A hand's breadth from
Jesus. Oh.
Your death by inches.
What's your finale yet?
A victory. Perhaps the turning point. Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Well, everybody.
Gathered close in tenuous firelight, an uneasy companionship.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you all say that went? Because I'm going to say it went pretty badly, actually. Strings. Strings, you have not seen the beginning of my darkest dungeon runs. It will never be okay. The RNG never stops. It will always be terrible. Alright. And so we shall press on. First of all, you freaking clowns need to get your shit together. I didn't remember blight being a problem. Not that it would have... I don't think me being able to take care of it would have solved anything in the long run. But it sure did really heck up my nuggies. There is a mini boss to the north. I have to fight those mini bosses because I need to put the monkey paws on the thrones or whatever. Weird, dumb Eldritch bullshit needs to be to be happening. I actually think the most impressive thing is that no one went crazy during all those death doors because we had like 6 or 7 of them and everyone managed to like not freak out horribly, which he almost did, and that would have been exceptionally bad, but they all sort of kept it together, which is all I can really ask of the clowns. When you can get the circus to stay in the tent, it's pretty good.
Confusion, nerves, and panic.
Can you still do this, or have I blown it? Because it would be sad if I blew it, but I had to. Yeah, I think it's one per battle. I think.
Soothed. Sedated.
Oh yeah, one remaining. Okay. Yeah? I need to start putting a certain ability on this man. Well,
Be wary.
we've been in worse shape.
Pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I don't even think it was, if I remember correctly, it wasn't even the mini bosses that gave me such a hard time. It was some random guys I fought while trying to get to the last mini boss. Yeah, as it do. Oh, I should have, well, I should have done a lot of things. I really want to get rid of this buffing little wheel thing. There we go. You need to heal. There can be no excuses. Yeah. How they buff everyone can be pretty rough. That also sucks. Shit. Okay. Yeah, guarding is not good. Big heals. Because they're about to take some damages.
Mortality clarified in a single
Well, this all feels so painfully familiar. Yeah, don't do that.
The blood quickens.
That's a good heal. That is exactly what we needed. Well, it's all gone now. But I cannot hear them when they're stunned.
A decisive pummeling.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Ooh, there we go. I can't say no to that.
Never hidden.
Yeah, I need to be putting that thing on way more often. That will help me a lot.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
Alright, everybody. Everything is going to be daijoubu. Well. Well.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Very stressed out. I know, I love this dog. This man did not need the crit 12, but I won't complain about it. Ooh, well, that's fine. This guy should die next turn. Big heals on everybody.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh boy, okay.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
We're gonna backtrack a little and probably rest. Oh, it's risky, but we're gonna rest in a room a little bit closer to the last fight. But only a little, because I don't trust. I just don't trust. Nah, I know. But she gave it to herself that time. Yeah, that's exactly why I wanted to wait. I didn't want to get greedy with the food and then not have any. But stress isn't really an issue right now, so I don't need to do that, really. I'm gonna rest right in that room.
The light, the promise of safety.
There will probably be a fight. Possibly two. But we'll see. So it goes. Ooh. Very nice.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
It's okay. That is okay. We'll do a big slashy. I'm gonna actually do that just in case. Oh, it's a dead man. Does not matter what happens next. I will do free heals.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
We're in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna go one more room. But that should definitely be the last room I sort of tiptoe into. Because the boss will be right here or right here. Oops. Went a little too far. Yep, yep, yep. Oof.
For the slightest lapse in concentration.
It sucks that they both got crit, but c'est la vie.
Compassion is a rarity in the fever pitch of battle.
Keep forgetting to do the ability I want to do. I'm so determined to do great bouts of damage. Now it doesn't matter so much. Unfortunate. Yes, puppy, yes!
Seize this momentum.
I would assume right there. So here we go. How much food do I have? I only have 8, so we're just gonna do 4 in case we get stopped again, or in case the boss isn't there again. We're gonna lower some stressies. Thank you. Taking those big sippies. Alright, good job. Good job, everybody. You want to forge for berries in here? You think we're gonna find some berries?
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted.
I did find it. Okay.
Is made clear.
Banish. First things first. We buff. We heal. That's gonna be some blight, huh? Unfortunate. Heavy blight too. Oopsie doopsie. Hello! Hello, hello! How are you today, Phantom Hearts? I am so sleepy. I stayed up much too late. And it is dangerous. It is dark, it is dungeony, and it's very dangerous. Do I still get that? Excellent. I gotta do the streams. My inability to sleep on time will not cause me to miss streams. I will be very dedicated to my schedule. Gosh, do I try. Big crits, big crits. Not on me, not on me. This man has not hit a single reposit, but that is okay. Yes. Kill them all. That is a big hit. Oh, that's a bad thing that just happened. Ah, shoot. It's unfortunate that the dog can't do anything. Hey, that actually works in my favor. Kind of. Dun 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 dun. There we go. Yes! Big crits!
Of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Yeah!
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Oh my god, let's get out of here! Ooh. Ooh. You die. I am so pleased.
The maniacal cultists are quelled for a time.
Oh.
But there can be no celebration. Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror.
God, there's so many
You are in
people I
the
can't bring
shadow
with
of
me
the
anymore.
end.
Now it is my turn to take a nappy. I don't actually think I need one of you. So, we technically have 2 floors left. What I need for the 3rd floor, whoopsie doopsie, is another Vestal, a Plague Doctor, a Bounty Hunter, and a Helion. So, I think I have everything I need except for the Helion. Yeah, so she's at level 2 right now. Hold on. Sort by class. Oh no, I have a level. No, I can't use her. Womp. Yeah, so I have a level 2, and I need to get her up to snuff, but I should have everything else very close at least. Let me see. Get out of here. You, a bounty hunter, another Vestial. Oh, loot strings! Loot strings will go into the last Darky Dungy. And oh, a Plague Doctor. So yeah, I am just missing her. Oh my gosh, yeah, so there's not a lot of time to do anything else. Tomorrow, we will grind out her levels because everyone else is ready to go. Which is really exciting. And then we will try and do this next one. I know you will. I'm actually going to make sure that you don't have any kleptomaniac habits or anything like that. No, actually, you're really, really good. I'm going to get rid of your obsession with killing, because that sometimes is a problem. No, we don't want that. So yeah, I'm going to get these guys up to snuff, make sure they're all good to go, and then we will tackle the next Darky's Dungeon. Listen, if my Vestial is obsessed with killing instead of being obsessed with healing, we will have a problem. I have to get, if she just starts swinging when I need that big crit heal, strings would never start swinging. You're gonna get me banned on Twitch. Look at all this cry for murder. So, thank you so very, very much for being here. I'm going to take a quick nap, but I will be back in about an hour and 20 with, what's that game? Pillars of Eternity! Pillars for Eternity. By the way, this is our last week of Darkest Dungeon, regardless of what happens. If we are looking really, really close, I'll make Friday Darkest Dungeon, and we will power through. But we will not be playing it anymore after this. What we will be playing after Darkest Dungeon is the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney series, starting with whatever that first one was called, and then there's Trials and Tribulations and Justice for All, I think. So, I will rest. I'm going to take a big nap. So, I will be back, hour and 20, with Pillars of Eternity. I did promise you VT on Friday. But what if we get really close on the Darky Dungy? I didn't promise Fall Guys. I said maybe Fall Guys. I did promise Yak. I did promise Yak that I would play Darky Dungy. We could do both. Darky Dungy will not take us all day. I will not be a liar. Alright, I'm ending this stream before more accusations are thrown at me live on stream. I will not stand for it. But have a lovely afternoon, everyone. I hope to see you soon for more Pillars of Eternity. Goodbye!